6-2. Well, it's a game the Braves needed to win at least one game at home, but it was a costly one as they lost their star pitcher, Charlie Morton. A fractured right fibula. He could only go 2 1/3, and he's lost for the rest of the postseason. 11 strikeouts by Atlanta pitchers against this Astros lineup. And Riley a part of it. That guy got it started with a home run to begin game 1. Adam Duvall, a 2-run shot. And the Atlanta Braves, after knocking off the Dodgers, take game 1. And Minter gets the win out of the bullpen. We'll step aside and say hello to Kevin and the guys for the postgame. Kevin?
All right, Joe, thanks very much. Here with the normal crew, Big Herb, Hall of Famer Frank Thomas, Big Poppy, David Ortiz, A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, and so for Atlanta, the good and the bad, right? They got up to a great start, a big start, and they take game 1 of this World Series. But unfortunately, their ace gets hurt, as Joe told you, and Charlie Morton out for the remainder of the series. But it's 1-0 Braves, 3 wins away from the World Series. A lot to do. We'll hear from some winning Atlanta Braves when we come back. The guys will tell you what the loss of Charlie Morton means and a whole lot more back after this on Fox. Okay. The World Series postgame show on Fox is sponsored by Credible back here in Houston, and it was the Atlanta Braves who jumped out early and never looked back on their way to a 6-2 Game 1 World Series win, and a good start for them in H-Town, all fired up, and rightfully so. Their first World Series win since Game 2 in '96. It had been a long, long time. Back here with the guys, and Alex, for Atlanta, feels so great, jump out to a big-time start, get a win, but they lose their ace, Charlie Morton, for the rest of the World Series. Good and bad today.
I mean, great on the side of they are the best team in baseball. They're hot, and they took a team down, the Dodgers down to San Francisco, and if it wasn't for that huge home run on Bellinger, they would have, almost swept them. But the loss of Morton, thank goodness for them. They have depth. They have 2 more starters here coming up, and they have a strong bullpen. They're still in good shape, but it's definitely something to worry about.
I mean, the Atlanta Braves team is a type of ball club that has so much talent. It has so much going on, and they got momentum going on, which is the most important thing. Morton being hurt, Frank, I think they're gonna have to face some situation down the road, because this is their ace. This is the guy that they want on the mound now, today, and 5 days later. It all depends how they go down the road. But they take advantage of the offense, starting up, cutting wrong early, and end up winning this game. It's very important that they finish winning this game right here.
Yes, they're going to miss Charlie Morton, especially if it's a long series. But tonight, the Atlanta Braves brought the fight to the World Series Game 1. All of their starting lineup checked in with hits. They were aggressive. They were running. They brought the action to the game. It looked like a ho-hum effort from the Houston Astros, and we expected them to come out and defend home turf. They didn't do that tonight. If they don't swing the bat, this could be a short series.
Yeah, you think back to the last World Series, too, 2019, that great World Series, Game 7 with Washington. Houston lost every game at home, right? They're so good at home normally, but the World Series, for some reason, 2-8, hasn't quite been their forte just yet. Meanwhile, Frank, you talked about it. A lot of offense from Atlanta, a lot early, and then Adam Duvall, really the big home run to finish Framber Valdez. Let's hear from him. He's just down the way with Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Kevin. Adam, 2-run homer with none out in the 3rd, knocked out Framber Valdez. Now, Valdez was so good in Game 5 of the ALCS. What made you guys so successful tonight?
Well, I mean, we tried to keep him in the zone, and we tried to get good pitches to hit, up in the zone, because all of his pitches have movement. So, trying to swing at strikes is the biggest thing, because he's got nasty stuff. So we wanted to keep him in zone and then, take our A hacks at it.
How difficult was it for you to see Charlie Morton come out of the game the way he did, especially knowing now that he has a fractured tibia, he's out for the series?
Yeah, I mean, he's a gamer. You knew it had to be pretty bad for him to come out there. He gave it all he had, and I want to get in there and talk to him and see how he's feeling and stuff, and just let him know we're all here for him.
Now, Adam, you only joined this team July 30th, but you know what's gone on the whole year. They've lost one player after another. What is the mindset the Braves adopt when something like this happens?
Well, I mean, we've been through a lot this year, you know, and I say that just in the 2.5 months that I've been here. But, you know, guys got to step up. You know, we need everybody at this point in the season. And, you know, we know this is a grind. This is a point in the season where nobody's probably 100%. And, you know, we need everybody.
Adam, congratulations. Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Ken, Adam, thanks very much. Duvall, remember, he led the National League in RBIs. Came over in that trade. It was absolutely terrific. He is seeing the baseball now in a very good way, Poppy. What do you notice about Duvall?
It's incredible, Kevin. I mean, look at this swing right here. This guy looking right here like Tiger Woods Duvall right here, swinging with a golf club right here. Look at this right here. Golf club right here, man. It's a beautiful swing. That's why this guy stayed through the song. And the most important thing, Kevin, right-handed batter, when they have left-handed pitcher in the mound, they need to take advantage of it. That gives so much room and so much space to the lineup for the left-handed batter to take advantage of the right-handed pitcher.
There you go. It looked like me with the 8-iron sculled right over the green, too. Perfectly. All right, so now tomorrow the Braves, they came here wanting to take one game. They've already done that, and now it's Urquidy for Houston against Fried, who's been essentially their 1A ace. Who's got the edge?
Well, you got to go with Atlanta, and also the Astros have a great offense. The one thing they struggle against is left-handed pitching, and Fried, of course, is left-handed. But look, the Braves have it all working. I mean, Soler comes from Kansas City, hits 192, starts today with a leadoff home run. And by the way, 3 of the last 23 teams to lose Game 1 have rallied to win the World Series. That's what the Astros face right now.
All right, so Game 1 goes to the Atlanta Braves. They take it, they jump out early, they never look back, but they do lose their ace. That's the story from Houston here tonight. Stay tuned for your late local news on Fox. For continuing post coverage of the World Series, just turn over to FS1 right now. Ozzie Albies will join us live. We'll have a reaction to Morton's injury and more. See you on SN1 in a moment. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Down to the field we go. We're joined by Brave superstar Ozzie Albies. And Ozzie, it's Kevin Burkhardt and the Fox guys up here in center field. Congrats on the win. And we were just talking about this. You guys just jumped out aggressive early. Obviously the home run by Soler. You get on, you steal right away. Did you guys talk about setting the tone and being aggressive right from the start here tonight?
Yes, we did. That's what our game plan was. If he comes in the zone, let's attack him early, and hopefully we come with the ball, put the ball in play, and get it with the win. So that's why we were aggressive early. If he comes in the zone, let's hack right away.
Albies, Alex Rodriguez here. Congrats on the win. Last year, you guys got so close, just one game away from the World Series. Obviously, made a lot of moves at the deadline. What makes you guys so confident this is the year that you can finish it?
Yeah, I mean, our superstar went down, Acuna, and we lost Ozuna too. But after that, Alex went out and get some guys. We said, okay, this is the guys we're gonna go do it with. We gotta just trust each other, become a family in the clubhouse, and just go do it. Have fun with it, with the positive energy, and we did it. That's why we're here.
Albie, what's up, man? Big Papi right here. I had a question for you. Hey, you guys play against the Dodgers, one of the best teams in baseball, and you guys beat them. What was the mentality coming into Houston to play against this guy, knowing that they have a very, very good ball club?
Yeah, we play against the Dodgers, and whenever we beat them, we had meetings, and we said if we can do against them, I think we can do it against any other team, because they're pretty much one of the best teams in baseball, like you said. So we just came in here with the energy and the positive mindset and attitude and everything to just go and win tonight.
I'll be Frank Thomas here. You know, when your best friend Acuna went down, man, I noticed they put you in that 3-hole and you just took off. Little man, 30 home runs, 100 RBIs. What got into you, man? Honestly, I said down the stretch, I said, this man could win the National League MVP the way you played when you were put in that hole.
Yeah, I go out there and compete every day. I like to compete and never give up. So I went out there when they put me there, and I was just, do anything to help my team, because they told me when they put me there, Wash told me, hey, they put you there, just go be you and have fun with it. Don't worry about anything else, like you try to do too much or anything. Just be you, good things are going to happen. So that's what he told me, and that's the mentality I kept myself into.
Standard.
Yeah, it certainly worked, Ozzie. And let me ask you this for Charlie Morton. You know, obviously it's tough, with him getting hurt tonight. How do you guys deal with that? You just talked about, unfortunately, you're used to losing a lot of people. You've done it this year and you've recovered. But now with Charlie, who's your guy, and he's so calm, How do you move forward tonight knowing that he's out for the rest of the World Series?
Yeah, he's out. He's one of the best pitchers we have, beside Max and Ian. But, I mean, we're going to go play out there and have his back for him. We have to go and just do what we do every day. He's down, but somebody else has to pick him up, and the whole team has to just go and get the job done.
Albies, this puppy right here. Hey, man, when I come down to Atlanta, you got to have ice where I can hang out, where I can make it rain, brother.
Yeah, I got you. Let me know.
Hello, puppy.
Yeah, Ozzie's going to advise you and then go somewhere else. That's if you. Ozzie, do yourself a favor. Go the opposite way. Ozzie, congrats, man. Thanks for joining us, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Ozzie Albies, who has just been splendid. You know what's cool, Frank, about the World Series? I think for people, you know, because there's obviously diehards watching. There's a lot of people that casual watchers that maybe haven't even watched all year. You get a guy like Ozzie Albies, who we all know. But people, you fall in love with a player like that. I mean, he is so much fun to watch, and you know, like what he does on display. First inning, gets on, steals, boom, scores a run. That's the energy he brings to the Braves.
He's just like Altuve for me. He does the same thing. He brings the energy, steal bases, he catches everything. But this year he's hitting for power. I mean, this man does it all. You never think this little guy's going to hit the 3-hole, but once they put him there after they lost Acuna, he took off, and the rest of the team with the trades and everything else took off, and his team is where they're at because they put this little spark plug in the middle of the lineup.
You know, Frank, in the pregame, we talked about the little guys with huge hearts, and obviously Albies is that guy, just like Altuve. You saw him mention Ron Washington, how big of an impact. Talk about inside baseball stories of what a big impact Ron Washington has made for him, not only offensively, off the field, but especially defensively, coming out early every day at 2 o'clock. And Ron Washington, one of the great men in baseball and one of the terrific baseball infield instructors in baseball.
You know, this guy like this one has changed the whole game because you got a little guy that doesn't carry much weight, have speed, cover a lot of ground, playing defense, and can take you deep at the same time, Frank.
Yo, I'm curious. So, you know, Frank, you're asking Ozzie about losing his good friend Acuna. Look, you're going to lose Morton's production. You're going to lose his leadership, a guy who's been and won the World Series. But Alex, do you think it helps at all? They lost a superstar during the year and they recovered. Does that experience help losing Morton now that you can say, okay, stinks, but move on and try to deal with it?
If any team can deal with it, is the Atlanta Braves. They are the best team in baseball right now. It helps they lost Morton by winning, not losing. That's a huge difference,
Good call,
right?
Yeah.
And the other part is they lost their best player, Acuna, their superstar, their third hitter, and don't forget, Marcell Ozuna. They also lost him too. And Alex Anthopoulos did a fantastic job of replacing 2 superstars with 4 really good players that are playing at a superstar level. I think they're going to recover just fine.
But my question to the two of you, Fran and Era, we saw the Atlanta Braves lose Acuna, lose Ozuna. Me, in my mind, thinking about the players from last year, I was like, these guys are done.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Now looking at where they at, what incredible job the front office, the GM, the coaches, plus the players staying stable has been done throughout the season.
And I think offensively, you know, we talked about their aggressive approach early with Ozzie, but Frank, you said earlier today, Rosario's going to stay hot. You've seen him stay hot for weeks. He stayed hot. Another 2 hits, threw a guy out from the outfield. I mean, he's continuing to just rip it.
Well, I told you I've seen it the last 5 years. And when he's hot, and he maintains it a long time. He has a short, sweet swing, but when he starts using the whole field, this guy's dangerous, man. Honestly, this is a guy that you might want to stay away from the next few days because he gets in that middle of the lineup, he churns just like Albies, brings a lot of energy, but he's not afraid to face tough pitching, and that's what makes him special. So I'm looking at this team right now. They won Game 1 in the World Series. Next 3 out of 4 is at home. Houston better wake up tomorrow. Tomorrow's a must-win. If not, we could be looking at a short series. I hate to say that because I trust the Houston Astros and their veteran experience. But when Atlanta comes in and steamrolls you in your own building, like it wasn't even a game after the 3rd inning tonight. And that's what they got to stay away from. There's a must-win tomorrow for Houston. If not, you go to Atlanta with that energy. Watch out.
Like I said before, this guy has so many ways to hurt you. I've been watching this kid since he first came to the big league with Minnesota, and this guy is such a great athlete. But his mentality, his approach, This guy, he had the football mentality when he took the field. I mean, when he's playing out here, he want to give everything he have to cover so much ground. And as a hitter, you can see how he's capable of hitting for average, drive the ball opposite field, and also he homers.
I agree with both of you. And you look at the score, 6-2. Kevin, it felt like 16-2. This game was over in the first inning. These guys came out like predators, the Braves, and the Astros, they were receiving the blow. They were the prey. And I got to tell you, when you have Altuve, Bregman, and Correa combined 0 for 12, and something that I've never seen before, very atypical, Altuve and Bregman both strike out twice, both looking. That tells you they're on their heels. They weren't ready to play. Expect them to come out much better tomorrow.
Yeah, the other thing that, we've been here for so many postseason games. This place is raucous. It's great. It's an unbelievable atmosphere. The place was dead tonight. I mean, the way they came out, and the first thing, this place was quiet. It's very rare to do, but that's what the Braves were able to accomplish. We told you about Charlie Morton, unfortunately, with the injury, with a broken leg, so he's out for the playoffs. But tonight, as really the whole playoffs, the Braves bullpen has been unbelievable. A.J. Minter stepped in, did an amazing job tonight. Let's hear from him. He's with our Tom Verducci.
Thanks, Kevin. A.J. Minter from Tyler, Texas. You said you'd be ready for the World Series coming here to Texas, but third inning, that's early for you. First of all, tell me about your thoughts about Charlie Morton, broken fibula, and then getting the call to get ready this early in game one.
Man, I feel for Charlie. What he's been to us, this team, this whole year. I mean, it's been unbelievable. And what his career, postseason, I mean, that's Charlie Morton. And to lose him, game one, it hurts. But, I mean, if you've been following us all year, it's not going to faze us. I mean, what this team has done with adversity, we've always answered the bell. And, I expect us to keep going out and answering the bell.
AJ, let's talk about your stuff tonight. 43 pitches, a career high. I don't know the last time you threw that many pitches. 30 of those were strikes. Tell me about how you felt out there tonight to go that long and how you feel right now.
I knew I had to cover some innings with Charlie going down, so I was just trying to be efficient. I felt like I almost threw too many strikes. I left a lot of pitches, I felt like middle of the plate, and, it was the night where I kind of got lucky. But I knew I had to cover some innings, like I said, and I just wanted to help the bullpen out as much as I could. And I couldn't imagine if you would ask me this, back in June when I was down in AAA, and I would be, throwing 2-3 innings, game one of the World Series. I mean, it'll be very hard to believe you. So, truly special.
It's a great story. Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
Tom, thanks. Not only A.J. Minter, but the Braves' left-handed bullpen has been just splendid. Matzik has been incredible. He pitches every day, literally every postseason game. And then Smith, who had some bumps and bruises at the end of the regular season, he's been great in the postseason as well. So it's been a weapon, Alex, for this Braves team. And we saw it in the Dodgers series. I mean, all three of those guys, boom, boom, boom. And then tonight, you don't want to bring him in the third inning, but with Morton's injury, you brought him in during the third inning. Matzik pitched, Smith pitched, and they do the job again.
Kevin, when you have three pitchers from the bullpen, for the fans at home, just to explain, I learned this from Lou Piniella early on. You never want one lefty. Ideally, you want two lefties because you want to get Poppy out in the fourth or the fifth and also in the eighth, and then you have your closer. To have three exceptional lefties come into this game, 25 innings, Poppy, in the postseason, only 2 runs. What an amazing weapon for the Atlanta Braves.
I'll tell you what, it was so impressive what I saw these last 3 guys, do against the Dodgers, excuse me. It was incredible because you're talking about left-hander pitchers getting good right-handed batter out. Challenging, they challenge those guys with their fastball. Here, let me show you what I got. I'm going to get on top. Let me see what you are capable of. And this guy did nothing but strike these guys out. I mean, it's very impressive. It's very impressive when the game goes down the line and you know that for sure you had 3 guys towards the end of the game that are going to represent the way they had.
All I can tell you is the Atlanta Braves are clicking on all cylinders at the right time. Offensively, defensively, and the pitching staff. And that's a hard thing to defeat in late October in the World Series. So the Houston Astros better wake up. If not, they can get steamrolled by this Atlanta team. And Minter made a comment tonight, and I laughed at it. He said, I think I might have thrown too many strikes. Listen, pitchers, throw strikes. You get hitters off balance when you're ahead in the count. Understood. Work behind in the count, you will get hit. When you work ahead, you can...
Preach!
Period.
Frankie, not lying. I like it, and that's what the Braves are doing. Minter, Matzik, and Smith outstanding out of the Braves pen again. Atlanta comes to Houston and quiets this raucous crowd here in H-Town with a run. Game 1 win, 6-2 in a relatively easy fashion, but they lose their ace, Charlie Morton, for the rest of the series. Astros fans not losing faith. They've been here before. More to do on the postgame on FS1. Back after this.
Go home, people. Bring it tomorrow. Beat it.
Well, the Atlanta Braves back in the World Series for the first time since '99 and looking every bit the part of the best team in the NL and maybe the best team in the game as they took care of Houston tonight to take a 1-0 series lead here in H-Town. Welcome back. In case you missed the game, why don't we show you what happened? Some highlights from tonight and the Braves Game 1 win. Here we go. First inning, Jorge Soler leading off against Framber Valdez. After the introductions, the pageantry of the Fall Classic. Well, guess what? Soler stepping on in, and bang!
Man, he got light tower power.
Ouch.
I mean,
a few years ago, he had 48 home runs. Now he's leading off for the Atlanta Braves.
yeah, then it's more of this. Freddie Freeman in the hole. Altuve just got him. Nice play from Altuve. So they're thinking, okay, get a little momentum back there. However, third inning we go. It's already 3-0 Atlanta. And then it's Adam Duvall going deep. 2-run shot. And just like that, it's 5-0 Braves. Valdez is out after throwing that gem last time out against Boston. This still the issue. Gurriel drills one off of Charlie Morton's leg. Now, we didn't think anything major of it at the time because he stayed in to finish the inning and then came out the next inning and struck out Altuve. But on that strikeout, something kind of snapped.
I mean, how tough is Morton? He faced 3 more hitters, Kevin, to your point, and struck out 2 of them.
Yeah, impressive. But then, of course, the pain too much. He came out, but the Braves bullpen would do the rest. So home runs from Duvall and Soler. And then the Braves bullpen after Morton had to leave the game, shutting down this powerful Astros offense. Dusty Baker, Houston manager, afterwards asked, where was that powerful offense tonight?
Just because you don't get hits, that doesn't mean that you didn't have quality at bats. And that's all you can do is try to, as a hitter, you can't guide the ball. You wish you could, but your job as a hitter is to get a good pitch to hit, and then try to make a good pass at it and hit it hard. And after that, it's out of your control. Like I said, our bullpen did a good job. We had a number of strikeouts, and so the way I look at it, tomorrow's our day.
The Astros have never won a Game 1 in their history in the World Series. There you see the results of every single one. Of course, as we know, they won one in 2017, but Game 1 has not been their thing. And so the trend continued tonight with their stars not really showing up. Bobby, did you like that press conference that Dusty Baker there?
Yeah, what's up with the headroom? They play that shit on the moon.
That was shot from Mars.
Look at that.
I'll tell you what, we got a good look at the World Series wallpaper. It looks great on Fox. I mean, wowzers. This Astros offense, look, it's one game, but when you got to win 4, everything gets magnified. The Astros stars were essentially shut out tonight, with the exception of Alvarez, but Correa, Altuve, where were they tonight?
Yeah, I think hearing Dusty Baker, I think that's the first time I disagree with him this postseason, that they didn't score any runs, but they had good at-bats. I disagree, because when you look at them, they were 1 for 9 with men in scoring position, and they had 11 Ks, second most so far this postseason. But forget the stats. Throw them away. The eye test. Poppy and Frank, when you looked at them both offensively and defensively, they were on their heels, and the Braves were exact opposite. They were taking the punch like Mike Tyson. Let me show you Altuve right here, on both sides of the ball here. First, we're going to show you defensively. Watch him on his heels. Watch him back up right here. Boom, boom. That just shows that a player is not attacking, is not in attack mode. And then offensively, you never see this. 0-2 buckle take, great curveball. And again, just a little bit hesitant, not delivering the punch. These guys are like Mike Tyson. They're used to delivering the punch. Tonight, they weren't ready to play. They were receiving it.
I totally understand what you are trying to say about these guys. This guy got us so used to attack pitches on the strike zone so much that it's kind of weird when you see them striking out. When you sit down and watch them strike out that way, and not only strike out because anybody can strike out. You know what I'm saying? It's the mental approach that as a fan, as a what we know,
and their body language, Poppy.
Their body language,
Yeah.
you know, that's something that we are not used to. So tomorrow they need to come with the regular body language, the one that they got people used to, Frank, and attack like they normally do.
Well, Dusty's going to stay positive, but the bottom line is they were 0 for 12. Altuve, Bregman, and Carrera 0 for 12 and 6 punch-outs.
Wow.
You don't see that against this veteran lineup. These guys have been dangerous in October for the last 5 years. Tonight, they felt like there was their first time in the World Series and not driving the bus. That's what I was telling you earlier. The Braves came in, took the fire away right away, took the crowd out right away. This was a quiet ballpark. There was no energy in this ballpark after the second inning. So they got to come in tomorrow and throw the punch early at their home ballpark, because if not, this could be their last home game of the season, and they got to think mentally like that.
Hey.
They got to bring the fight to the ballpark tomorrow, Houston Astros.
Frank, I'm going to take the opposite side of you. Can we just take a step back right here? Because about a week ago, we felt exactly the same way about this Astro team when they were playing against the Red Sox. And we were saying the same thing, and all of a sudden, when they get rolling, look out.
We wake them up, man. We wake them up.
You can't overreact to
It's
this
my
team.
fault.
They're never out of it.
I'm not going to overreact. I'm just saying they got to do it again. And that's why I'm saying it right now. Tomorrow's a must-win, because I know what's waiting in Atlanta.
Don't count them out.
They've been waiting many years to get
Frank, I know you went to
another
Auburn.
World
I know
Series
you're
here.
from Georgia.
I'm from Georgia, and I
Do
know the
not
Braves
count 'em
fan.
out.
They are crazy. They are
Georgia.
rabid. They better win tomorrow night.
I think Frank is ready for his prediction. Not yet.
Come on, let it fly.
No, game 5.
Come on now.
Game 5.
After game 7, he'll give it to us.
We're getting closer to Frank's prediction. We're getting closer. I feel like we're almost there.
5 more
Possibly
games.
by next Tuesday. Anything is possible. We'll hear from Braves manager Brian Snitker on Charlie Morton and more when we return. But these Braves come into Houston and hand the Astros a Game 1 loss. Say, hey, better take us seriously. Frank's feeling good about Atlanta. You know, he's a Georgia boy. I don't know if you guys know.
Yes, he is.
Go to bed, kid. Go to bed.
He's
Come
enjoying
on,
it.
get your back time.
I don't.
School tomorrow, man.
There you go.
No school this week, Poppy.
No school.
School, come on. Trying to be.
Hey, get your game on. MLBshop.com. Authentic on-field caps, tees, hoodies, and more. Get all your World Series Astros and Braves gear and wear what the champs wear. The official source, MLBshop.com. Back here in Houston, where the Braves come in. Great bullpen work. Home runs from Soler and Duvall. And a Game 1 win over the Astros 6-2. Put a little, hey, we're here type of deal. Frank's very serious. Feels the Braves can kind of put their foot down here on this game. All right, so one thing about this game, even though the Braves feel good about the win, they don't feel good about this. The Rays' Charlie Morton, unfortunately, takes a shot right off his right leg here by Yuli Gurriel. And okay, at the time, you weren't thinking too much of it, but the problem is he got really hurt on this play. That was in the second inning. He would face 3 more batters, incredibly, including getting out there in the next inning to get Ozzie Albies, but you can see on that pitch, he struck him out, and that was just too much. The reason why he broke his leg. A fractured fibula, and his season is over, which is a killer. He's their ace. He's also their rock. He's so calm, cool, and collected. He's been so good in the postseason in his career. So here is the potential rotation for Atlanta looking ahead. Fried and Anderson going to be Game 2 and 3. And then we're kind of guessing Game 4 and 5. They could go back to Fried on short rest in Game 5. But the bottom line is there is no Charlie Morton. So here's their manager, Brian Snitker, about the loss of Charlie Morton, how it all went down.
But no, he was in there, and they did the X-rays, and he said, and we told Freddie, we told Austin that, you guys are going to have to make sure you're more aggressive or whatever. And, he wanted to keep going, because he was down in the tunnel, and he was thrown against the wall, and it said, it's just kind of hurts more when I run. I feel good when I throw. And then, obviously it didn't. Just the fact that he wanted to keep going. They were X-raying him, and that's Charlie. He wants to be on this stage, and God bless him. I hate it for him. Really hate it for him. He's such a great person and teammate, and I do. I really hate it for him because I know he was really looking forward to this run with us, and so we'll move on.
Yeah, Charlie is the best. What a great guy, great teammate, and a heck of a performer.
Look at the head, Kevin.
Yeah, we've decided to shoot the show just like that shot. You know, we like a lot of headrooms. That's how we're going to keep it for the rest of the post. You like it, Poppy?
Come on, entire man. Come on, Kevin, man.
Come on and tight it. There we go.
He's producing now. I love it.
Poppy, you're producing. He's doing it all.
Poppy, executive
commercials, producer.
Come on, Kevin. It's co-directing, Kevin.
Directing. Oh, I like it.
Wow.
All right.
I'm getting
Take it
told
easy, buddy.
TV by Big Poppy. You hit home runs, I'll do the TV. Hey, Frank, pretty impressive, right, though? And honestly, in all honesty, listening to Brian Snicker, I mean, Charlie Morton's in throwing against the wall, and he wants to stay in the game. I mean, with a broken leg.
He's a true ace. And you think about 2017, he closed out Game 7 in the World Series here for the Houston Astros. It's bittersweet for him. He comes back and get injured. Now he's out of the World Series against the Houston Astros. But the Braves got their work cut out. This is not going to be easy. I'm sure that mentality they got in that locker room in Houston, they're going to come back and fight tomorrow. But if not, watch out. And I'm worried about the rest of, going forward after that, because you look at Atlanta's pitching staff against this hitting team, if they're on, it could bounce back, and we could be back here game 6 right away.
Yeah, there you go. So the Braves do, even though they lose Morton, a big statement in Game 1. Their offense comes to play, home runs from the new guys, right? Soler, Duvall. In fact, all the new guys contributing that they got the trade deadline. Hey, Rosario, 2 more hits. Jock Peterson base hit. 6-2 Braves, more to do on the postgame on FS1.
Go Braves. Come on, boys.
It's Game 1 of the 2021 World Series tonight. It's the Atlanta Braves, the Houston Astros. Here's one slam to the left field. How about that start to the World Series? Soler.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. These things happen. Live television. Poppy, you would know.
It's live TV, man.
I know David Fowler's doing a great job as our director, but Poppy wants to direct now.
Oh, he's not.
There you go. World Series. Braves and Astros. Guess what? We got it for you. Game 2, 7:30 Eastern. Our coverage on Fox. Can't wait to be back with you as we are this entire series. Hope for you a long one and a good one. When we come back, video you won't want to miss. It might bug some of you.
Oh, boy.
But Poppy, actually, speaking of being a television expert, was a videographer.
The producer.
In
the headroom.
And producer. The show's actually produced by Jonathan Kaplan. Thankfully, not you.
Kapler.
Cappy.
Not Kapler.
I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last.
Do you see that?
I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last.
All right, welcome back to the post-game show. Glad to have you aboard as the Braves take Game 1 6-2 over the Astros. Lighter moment earlier tonight, guys, in the green room. It's essentially the area where we watch the game. Big Poppy was getting changed and got a little spooked because there was a giant roach in the corner. So we called on Bardia Shareas, our coordinating producer, who so courageously jumped in. Now watch this effort. All right, upper right-hand corner. See that roach? It's the size of a shoe. Terrible.
Folds the notebook.
2, 3, punch out. 4. I mean, come on, man.
Watch it. Here's where it gets good. Ready?
Oh, look out!
It's on him. It's on him.
He's like,
down his pants.
That Roger Esper.
Where'd it go?
Oh my God, we're gonna get a heart attack right now.
You can't make this up. Get it, Barney.
It looks like down there the roach has maybe met its end.
Oh,
Bobby, great job on the videography there. Good job filming.
Producer, man, I'm telling you, think I'm playing.
hey, fellas, we do have some breaking news, though. Bardia has messed up his back. He's icing in the tub right now because of all the...
That was unbelievable. The only real negative about it is that Fernanda, our fantastic wardrobe, one of our wardrobe people here, she had to burn her backpack because apparently the roach just laid all kinds of eggs. I'm kidding. Bardia, thanks for saving us, my man.
He went to Seton Hall for
Our local exterminator.
I'll tell you. Seton Hall, the best, and essentially he's an overpaid exterminator. There you go. The party rolls on down on the field. Ben Verlander and Flippin' Bats, presented by Taco Bell. They continue post-game coverage. Answer your fan questions at MLB on Fox platforms. That'll do it for us.
Kevin.
What's that?
We're just getting started.
Well, I'm not. I'm done.
Oh, cockroaches.
Back tomorrow for Game 2. Hopefully no more roaches, but party will save us.
Feel it coming, build the anticipation. I'm charged up, they say I'm ready for greatness. If you think different, listen, you must be mistaken. We on level 10, that's where very few take it. The wait is over, we too impatient. A change on the way, gotta embrace it. Drop a pin, send the location. The direction could change, but winning's the destination. Now look around, this is what they call greatness.